In this lesson, we'll create the contact page shown in this example. This is the completed version here, and this is what we'll be creating. The page will consist of a map that shows a graphical illustration of the location using Google Maps, and the address is this one here. Underneath the map, we have some contact details, and we also have a contact form. The form asks the user to provide their name, email address, and message. The form also has validation using PHP and AJAX, similar to our registration and login forms. If the fields are left empty and the user tries to submit the form, you can see that we get an error alert displayed in red. The form data is transmitted to a specified email address using a PHP library known as PHP Mailer. We'll explain more about that once we create the PHP script. For now, let's get started on completing our contact.php page. So this is our current contact.php page. Let's go ahead and open it in our text editor. And we need to make some basic edits. So first, change the title. Also need to change line 35. Remove the navigation code block. And replace it with the PHP require statement. Over here, we're going to change contact business casual to contact the perfect cup. We'll also change the email address. Right now, it's just using an example email address, but we'll change it to something more relevant, even though we don't actually have this email address. Okay, so just to point out, this is strictly just text data. It has nothing to do with our contact form or where this email will be submitted. All that will be taken care of in our PHP script, which we'll program later on. And we'll change our footer here. Now with that complete, we can go ahead and update our map. So I'm just going to scroll up to the code block that represents the map, and it's located in here, this entire code block here. Right now we have a very general map of the United States. We want something that's specific to this address here. You can see in the example that it zooms into that specific location. So to embed a map, we can do so using Google Maps. So the first thing we'll need to do is go to maps.google.com. And I've copied this address. I'm going to paste it into this search field and click the search button. Now I'm going to click this icon here, the menu, and click Share or Embed Map. Now we don't want to share a link, we actually want to embed the map. So click on the Embed Map tab and copy this entire line of code in this text field here. Don't worry about the size, we can always modify the size in our script. So I've copied this code, and I'm going to exit this window now. And I'm going to replace the existing map with the new code. And we will need to change the size. So I'm going to change it to 100% width by 400 pixels height and press refresh. So as you can see, we're now zoomed into our location. And that makes it obviously a lot easier for visitors to find us. Okay, just save the page now and refresh just to make sure that all your changes have been reflected on the page. And in the next lesson, we'll get started on the contact form.